It's the show of the week. Hello, welcome back to Show of the Week, the weekly segment where we talk musical theater and where I wear flannel. I'm standing on the steps of the Denver Capitol building, where yesterday one of the largest women's marches in the United States happened. It was really moving to be a part of, and I don't say that lightly. But of all things, the march yesterday got me thinking about a musical I haven't thought about in a long time, and that's Mary Poppins, the musical. Now, certainly Mary Poppins is not the ideal example of women's representation, especially the movie. There's the wonderful Sister Suffragette song that Glynis John sings, but a second later, Mrs. Banks is suddenly her husband's wife again, going, yes, dear, no, dear. And so, you get this weird kind of intersection of, really, really powerful women's message combined with really, really awful, women's place is in the home. But for me nowadays, when I think of Mary Poppins the musical, I actually think of the stage musical, which means a lot to me as far as women's representation in musical theater goes. I mean, musicals where the title character is a woman are not sure, they're abundant. Hello Dolly, Mame, they're all over the place. But what makes Mary Poppins the musical, the stage musical, really cool to me is the number of lead women's roles it has and how popular it is in schools nowadays. Right? You've got Mary Poppins, you've got Winifred Banks, you've got Miss Andrews, you've got Miss Corey, you've got Miss Lark, and they all wax and wane on how independent and strong they are, but in a high school musical theater world where the roles are dominated by men, how wonderful that Disney, Big Mouse corporate Disney, has come out with this way for young women, for high school girls, to have full, complete, realistic-seeming, awesome roles on stage in a piece of musical theater. That's great, and certainly there are problems, but even when the problems present themselves in song, there's still a very progressive air to it. I mean, take the song Being Mrs. Banks. Mrs. Banks, a traditional kind of housewife, is reconsidering her role as mother and wife throughout the whole song. What a wonderful piece, what a wonderful nugget of knowledge to put in the brain of a young performer, of any audience member. That's fabulous, and we need more things like that in all art, but especially in musical theater. Mary Poppins. Go listen to it, and I'll see you next week. Political and slate time. Were you inspired by the women's marches yesterday? I was. Here's what you do next. There's a link down in the description to the official Women's March of Washington page. They're doing 10 acts in the first 100 days. The first one is to send a postcard. I'm on my way to the post office right now to get stamps. We're going to write our congresspeople, write our representatives, and let them know how we feel. This is not normal. Donald Trump and the Republican administration, as it stands right now, is not sending out good signs for the future of our country, for the future of women, for the future of LGBT people like myself, for the future of young people, for the future of education in this country, for the future of arts in this country. If you care a little bit about any of those things, click on that link, go write a postcard, let's do something. Yeah? Great. I'll see you later.